you wayward sinner? Do you like blood, violence, and depravity of a sexual nature? Of course you do! That's why you're in hell! What would you say if I told you there was a place to stay that had none of that? Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel. Your last desperate attempt at salvation starts here.
When I was coming up with it, I was super big into like Joan and Vasquez, Invader Zim, and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac were very big influences on just how edgy and sharp everything was. Tim Burton's another one. I adored Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's a very special movie to me. But I also really like the kind of sharp, like kind of sexiness of Bruce Timm's style, the Batman animated series, which also was a big influence on like the, you know, the villains of that world. So yeah, I feel like those, if you kind of put all those things in a blender, that's kind of how you'd come up with with what my style looks like, with like a little bit of Disney and a little bit of Looney Tunes in there. I graduated college, came up with this concept, and just kind of went for it and kind of decided that YouTube was the best home for it. You know, we put it out, it exploded, it got attention from studios. A24 ended up really wanting it and worked so hard to get it, and it was really amazing, and I feel like they were the right fit for it. And then Amazon came in, had amazing faith in it, greenlit a second season, and it's been a whirlwind. And obviously the audience and the fandom is so much to credit for bolstering it, obviously, and supporting it and making it such a big thing.
The fans are hardcore. I mean, even last night at our screening, you know, of course there were fans there and people were total cosplaying, and it was so cool to see. It's very, very Comic-Con. And I think we all have utter respect when it comes to fandoms like this, because we all know what it's like to be in Broadway shows that have these kind of fandoms attached to them. So it's not like we don't know what that feels like, but this is a whole different kind of medium of that.
I've never really been attached to something that had visibility like this. So it was really wonderful. I created a Twitter for the first time because of it. And then because there's a lot of, you know, has-been folks on Twitter, and I like posted, you know, something about it, and just going through all of the comments of people being so supportive and so wonderful. I mean, it really filled my heart. It really, really did.
We had these little packets of cards that were given to us as like a little gift. And, you know, you open the pack of trading cards and there's all these characters and stuff. And some of the design team from the show was telling me that some of these cards they're not accessible or available yet to the general public, and fans of the show are already trying to get the cards. Some of them are selling on eBay for like hundreds of dollars. I was like, these that they gave us for free? I'm gonna put in my purse. Like, what? So like, that's very interesting to me that you know, it is fascinating to be a part of something that's not even out and has, you know, people that are very, very excited to see it. But it's also like kind of part and parcel to like projects that we've already been a part of, you know, like some of the projects that we've been lucky enough to be a part of already had a life before we came onto them. And then they got a different life with us being a part of them.
And we were saying we got to watch it last night at our screening on like a big screen. When you watch it that way, you get to see that every single thing from the bottom left corner to top right is so thought out and so meticulous.
It's made to be rewatchable, which is super smart, obviously.
Yeah, you'll never get everything in a single watch. And so it's really exciting to pick up on stuff every time.
A feast for the eyes.
I'm honestly just excited for them to see it after so long, you know? It's been such a big wait, and I think to see these characters again, to see what their story actually is, because, you know, the pilot sets up so much, but the first episode of the season sets up a little bit of a different story in the sense that you get to know, oh, this is what the actual story is going to be. Like, you know, we already know it's about redemption and about the hotel, but like, what is this kind of, what's the threat? What's the villain? What's the narrative? And all that's set up in the first episode of the season. And I'm just so excited for people to see it, and I'm so excited for people to see like a full arc of story in this universe. So can't wait.
I really hope that I'm ready for this.
I'm a bad man who never got enough hugs. Where's an innocent kid I can sell crack to? Who wrote this?
It's great, right? Keep going.